The abnormal behaviour that I'm going to evaluate is extreme boredom and lack of stimulation from the dingo enclosure. Normal behaviour from dingoes, they are natural den diggers, they're pack animals, they're a roaming species, and they're very playful. Abnormal behaviour that we are seeing from these guys in their current enclosure is we can see excessive digging. Yes, they're natural den diggers, but they also seem to be digging out of boredom as well. The dingoes also wait by the fence line for visitors and keepers to give them attention and acknowledgement. The enclosure, as you can see, is self-enriching, but it has bigger potential to be more self-enriching for the animals. Eating and drinking habits noticed during my week on the native mammals round is normal. I didn't see any abnormalities in their consumption or their lack of consumption, and neither did the keeper that I was working with. They were always eager for food. Their water bowl looked like they drank a hydrating amount, and the only downside I noticed is there wasn't always variations in their diet, and they didn't consume as many low-fat prey animals that they would in the wild, such as rabbits or kangaroo meat. Toileting was normal. The feces looked healthy, firm, and appropriate colour, which I noticed during my daily poo pickup. Socially interactive. The dingoes just sort of like hang out side by side with each other. They don't play as much as they could. They definitely love attention from the keepers or meet and greet situations. They love affection. But like I said, social playing between their mate and their enclosure buddy could have more potential. Grooming behaviours seemed very normal. There was no changes in their coat condition or cleanliness in regards to hygiene areas. No signs of, parasites or anything of a health concern. Interest in their surroundings is very little. They are lacking mental and physical stimulation by just sort of staring, glaring, looking, waiting, walking up and down the fence lines. It seems bored for those guys. The sleeping pattern was normal from what I observed. There were times where you could see excessive sleeping, which appeared to be boredom to pass time through lack of stimulation. Pacing is only seen when they're hanging around the fence line, or if they get really excited from the keepers in the morning because they know it's feed time. So that goes without saying. Position of enclosure is opposite birds and opposite monkeys. However, all the 3 dingo enclosures are all beside each other with 2 dingoes per exhibit. Due to being a roaming species, the enclosures have the potential to be larger and longer, which would benefit their wandering desires and their exploration and their adventures. Housing is sufficient, but more than 2 den areas could help decrease the den digging. During my time with these guys, no signs of stress were exhibited. Overall, they're healthy animals. They just need mental and more physical stimulation.